Oh, no, I'm okay.
Good. At least it wasn't on Perlman.
I put my phone on airport mode.
Yeah. That was kind of awesome, actually.
At least they were late about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just point out. Start with Fred.
Hi, Guillermo. Is it fun crossing paths with Peter Jackson again here? And is this the first time you've seen each other since working on it?
Well, I was sending him emails from Pacific Rim, and we've been emailing a lot during the prep of Hobbit. And I sent him a photo with me with a guy that looked exactly like him at the beginning of Pacific Rim. And then, you know, the two productions were at the peak and we hadn't talked in a long time. But we stayed in touch, and we haven't seen each other here because I went to the tech rehearsal yesterday at 10 and he came to the tech rehearsal at 11 something. So we haven't seen each other. Probably I'll run into him this afternoon.
I wanted to see if we could organize a rumble against their, like our cast against their cast. No one else is going for it.
Perlman.
I decided I would take on all the hobbits.
Guillermo, the reception that you got in Hollywood sounds like it was unbelievable, and I'm just curious, like, were you looking to like really raise the bar of your own work higher, and would this kind of validate what you were going for?
With the movie, yes. With the movie, yes. The teaser, you must think, you have to take into account that when we were able to show, is what I said, 12 weeks ago we were shooting. But the way I shoot is I shoot and edit at the same time. So they know this. Like the day after we shoot a scene, I come in and it says edit, no matter how complicated it is. And that allowed me to start picking some shots to prepare for Comic-Con. None of the shots were final, the way they're going to be in the movie. I still have to torture people a little more about flares and props in the lens and this and that. But to me, this movie wants a big role for me as director. And it represented the chance of, that in the same way that Pan's Labyrinth represented the chance to do something in the Spanish language that I tried before, but I wanted to show what I could do with more support and more freedom. So to me, Pacific Rim represented that at another scale. And as a director, I concentrated on things that I felt personally that I needed to improve from the other films and concentrate on things I hadn't tried. And I shot the movie very differently in many ways, but with the same philosophy, visual style, and everything. So it was a huge experience, the best I've had in any film set in all my life. I enjoyed absolutely every moment. And these guys were a big part of it.
Right here?
Yeah. To Charlie and Ron, both of you recently starred in a movie, 3, 2, 1, Frankie, Go Boom. How does it feel to be working with each other again?
Well, thankfully I didn't have to make out with Ron in this one. It was a dramatic improvement in Frankie, Go Boom. It's wonderful, you know, you go through this business and you meet people that you bond with, and you know, you get to go and, you know, make movies with them. It's wonderful. It's kind of what I've always dreamt of in my career, to have like a brotherhood of collaborators and go in and out of working with them together, you know, and I'm just starting to kind of to get that, and it's really lovely. Right, Ron?
I don't feel that way.
You don't feel anything? Yeah. You don't feel anything?
No, I mean, Charlie was the one who brought me into Frankie Go Boom. Asked me if I would read the script. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd read in 25 years. And I was, you know, as everyone here knows, you know, I've always felt that I was a woman. Inside of a man's body. So here was my opportunity to finally prove how wrong I was. And it wasn't the first time I was wrong. So
Right here in the center.
So, I believe for all the actors, it sounds like you had a great time doing this movie. Could you talk a little bit about what personality trait for each of your characters do you think audiences will latch on to the most? If you could just sort of summarize that.
Charlie?
Well, I want to go back to something you said before. I appreciate greatly that you said this is your best experience that you've had working with a cast, but there's something twisted in that because you tortured the fuck out of us. But
That's part of my enjoyment.
yeah.
in fact, that's the main part.
Now, what aspect of my character's personality would people latch on to? I guess I think Guillermo has made a movie here where we're saving the world. It's one of those saving the world films, and it's epic and it's grand on an action scale. And you need big, tough guys and strong guys, and you need the people that you believe could fight and save the world. And then, in the case of my guy, you sort of you think, well, then how's the sort of everyman who doesn't seem like he could fight his way out of a paper bag? How's that guy gonna contribute? So I think, if anything, that people latch onto as my character is sort of how flawed he is in his attempts to help save the world.
But determined.
Yeah.
I will always remember to my grave that Hannibal Chow, whose name my character, was only ever on screen with Charlie Day, his character. Godly. I didn't know his name was Godly. I would have treated him completely differently. But I knew that he was nude. And we had a really, really great time together, just bouncing off one another and creating things. That wasn't the question. Let me get back to the question. I'm a black marketeer in this film. I have this relationship with the powers that be, whereby I have the rights to all of these fallen monsters to sell on the black market to rich people who have way too much money and are looking to collect rare and exotic, strange shit. And so I have no morality. I have no moral compass. I have no scruples whatsoever.
But a lot of flair.
I'm just a profiteer, and in this case.
But talk about the character, please.
but in this case, a war profiteer. But the war is not among countries. It's a war against against time for all of humanity, and that still doesn't.
Did that answer your question? Say yes.
Oh, other people want to speak? Oh, I'm done.
Well, it's a little easier for me. I played Raul, who was in this world that Guillermo's created, was one of the super soldiers that pilot these giant robots. And where you meet me in the beginning of the story, suffered a giant loss, and not only has it kind of killed my sense of self-worth, but also my will to fight and to keep on going. And then I kind of, Rinko and just a couple of people kind of bring me out of retirement to try to help in this grand push. And I think that journey is a very relatable one. I think everybody at some point in their life has fallen down and not felt like getting back up.